this workshop is going to be how to double your roofing company with a high converting website. And let's just go ahead and jump right into it. Okay. This is all part of the 4R roofing marketing machine or marketing system, right? So, what is the 4R roofing? This one says appointment machine. Okay. It's a system that I built over the past 20 years that has four pillars: reputation, reach, resell, and referral. And I call this an evergreen system, marketing system, because when we find things that aren't quite working, we can take them out. We can add them with other things. Um, and so part of the very base of everything here is your reputation, because you can't really do anything unless you have a solid foundation, right? Just like in building a home. And part of that reputation is your website and what we're going to talk about today. So just know that this is all part of the 4R roofing uh, marketing system here, okay, including reputation, reach, resell, and referral. I'm not going to get too deep into that. You can go watch replays of some of our other webinars, but just know that this is an evergreen system that we use with every single one of our clients, and actually is what I outlined in my book, The Ultimate Guide to Digital Marketing for Roofers. If you do not have that in your hands and you are a roofing company owner, please go out and go to go.roofingsites.com and go get that now. I will send it to you for free. Okay, so who am I? My name is Chris Hunter, and I'm the Chief Marketing Officer of roofingsites.com. I am also, just like I said, the author of The Ultimate Guide to Digital Marketing for Roofers. This is 20 plus years of my experience in marketing, and this outlines my 4R marketing system for roofers. Okay. We're also a member of the NRCA, the National Roofing Contractors Association. I am a father of three, and I've been doing search engine optimization and websites since 1998, really before Google's even launched. A really long time. My first site that I built and got ranked on Yahoo, that totally dates me, was my web design website. And then when Google came around, I really kind of shifted gears and really started working on getting my site ranked on Google, and learned a lot for that. We started the web design firm in 2001 officially, and then kind of moved from there. And we had a lot of our clients asking us to get them ranked the way that we were ranked, and so we started kind of shifting gears and really systemizing our search engine optimization process. Since then, we do all sorts of things. We pretty much everything in the 4R marketing system, which includes reputation, which includes getting reviews on Google and Yelp and Facebook and all those kinds of things, as well as websites. We do pay-per-click and Facebook ads and newsletters and all sorts of marketing stuff, right, to fill your funnel with leads and sales. So really random fact here. I love giving these random facts, on these workshops. I brew IPAs in my garage. I have been doing that for the past 10, 15 years. I love IPAs. And so I sought out to learn how to brew beer. That's what I do in my spare time, that and smoke brisket, which I literally just smoked one this past weekend that came out really, really good, by the way. My mission in life is to double the size of 100 roofing companies by 2025. And I think that we can do that simply by applying some of the principles that we're going to talk about here in this workshop. Okay, so we have a huge problem with marketing in general. Okay, and every roofer that I talk with almost has this problem before they come to us. Okay. And the problem is that they have this really big investment in marketing. They're spending a lot of marketing dollars on pay-per-click ads or Facebook ads, and they've tried this and they've tried that, and they've tried it all, right? But the problem is that they're getting traffic, but not enough leads, meaning that they're driving traffic to their website, but it just isn't converting as well as it probably should be, which means that they have a low return on their investment. They're spending $4, $5, $10,000. I've seen roofers spending upwards of $20,000 on their pay-per-click ads, you know, but yet they're only converting a very small percentage of that, which, by the way, leads in to having parked trucks and an empty schedule, right? So this is a marketing fail, right? This is something that is just obviously not working as well as it probably should be. So what's the fix to that? Well, one of the fixes is that we're going to talk about today is building a great site that converts, making sure that if you send visitors to a website, that they convert at a high percentage rate, right? Which leads to, you know, consistently converting these visitors into callers and leads, right? Which leads to a full schedule with your trucks running and gets you momentum and consistent growth. So that's really the end goal here, is to make sure that your phones are ringing, trucks are running, your business is booming, simply because your one thing, your website, everything that we are driving traffic to convert those leads is actually working. All right. So, and by the way, this is what I share with every single one of my clients, is that your website is the hub. It's literally where you want to drive every bit of traffic. And that's simply because Google ads accounts can come and go. Facebook ads accounts can come and go. Their pages can go. Your YouTube channels, all of these things are literally just channels that can come and go at the whim of Mark Zuckerberg or Larry Page over at Google, right? I mean, there's all sorts of things that can go away, but one thing that is a constant is your website. Your website is the one asset that you own, as long as you're paying your hosting company, of course, right? But as long as you keep that up, then you should be just fine on that. Okay, so let's go through a tiny exercise here to illustrate why conversions are so important. And by the way, I believe conversions on your website especially is a huge lever that you can push, a small thing that you can do that'll push huge results. Okay, so let's talk about scenario one. We have 1,500 visitors per month, 1% conversion rate. This is normally what we see when clients come to us, right? They have around 1,000 to 1,500 visitors coming to their website. 1%, it's converting a really low rate, okay? Which leads to 15 calls and leads per month. And if you convert those leads and calls into sales at a 30%, which is typical in the roofing industry, right? 30% of those leads and calls are going to get converted. You're going to get 4 booked jobs out of your website, right? That's not doing a whole heck of a lot, right? So $10,000 average transaction, that gives you $40,000 per month, right? That you're getting from your website specifically, okay? And all your marketing efforts that you're driving all that traffic to your website, all right? So let's go and talk about a different scenario, one where still has the same amount of visitors, but yet we're converting at a 10% conversion rate or higher. I'm going to use a very conservative number here at 10%. I think that 10% is totally doable if you implement some of the things that we are going to talk about here today, okay? So at a 10% conversion rate, you're going to convert roughly 150 phone calls, right? And leads, people filling out your forms and so forth, coming into your sales funnel. And if we use that same conversion rate of 30% conversion, well, that leads to 45 booked jobs, okay? At $10,000 average transaction, guess what? Because that final number isn't showing here. I don't know why, but this is easy math, right? 10,000 times 45 is 450,000. So if we have 40,000 in the first scenario, we're going to have $450,000 per month in that second scenario. And that was simply by increasing the conversions on your website, working on little things that push a big, huge needle for your business. I don't know about you, but I would love to 10x the size of my company. Okay. All right. So let's talk real quick then. What can we do? What, we've whittled down to that. We know that we need to do this. We need to change a few things on our website. And I'm going to literally give you 12 things that you need to change on your website right now. Okay, so number one, speak to your target avatar. What is an avatar? Well, it is literally a sheet that you fill out that describes who your target audience is. Okay. And it goes so far as naming that person. Okay. Um, it shows what their fears, their frustrations are on this sheet. It also goes over why they should choose you over the competition. All right. Number two critical element to have on your website. And by the way, let's go back to number one real quick. All right. So speaking to your target avatar is very important. Most roofing websites that I go to, and I literally looked at 1,000 of these every single year. Okay. Almost all of them talk about themselves right away. All right. And that's the biggest mistake, in my opinion, that you can make on any website, because you literally have 3 seconds when someone comes to your website to when they bounce. Okay. So if we liken it to, you know, if you go to, let's say, a party, right? Or you go to a bar, you go to a bar and you sit down next to somebody, and that person, you uh lean over, you say, "Hey, how's it going? My name is Chris. I come here often. I haven't seen you here. What do you do? What's your name?" And they tell you their name, and then they go on and on and on for the next hour about themselves. They won't even let you get a word in. That's what most roofing websites do. It is very off-putting. Welcome to blah, blah, blah roofing, abcroofing.com. Okay, great. That doesn't tell me anything. Okay. It doesn't instill trust. It doesn't instill that I know that you can do the job. It doesn't tell me anything at all other than you like talking about yourself. Okay. So if you have a high bounce rate in your Google Analytics and you've never been able to figure out why, that's probably why your messaging is off. Okay. So this number one thing is literally the most important thing that you can do on your website, is make sure that your messaging is on point and that you're talking to your target audience, your avatar. Okay. Okay, so next thing that you could do, number two, is use authentic images. I can't tell you how many roofing sites that I go to that people are using the same exact stock photography that you see on every other website. So this was big back in the, early 2000s, even up to about 5-6 years ago, I would say. We ourselves were still building websites with stock photography all over the place. But what we came to find out is that if you put authentic images of you and your team on the homepage of your website, conversions started going through the roof. Okay. So this is a very simple thing to do. Go stand in front of some trucks, right? If you have multiple trucks, line them all out. Right? Stand there with your team in front of those, take a nice little picture. It's very, very easy to do. Make sure that you look professional, all that kind of stuff, but it's authentic. It's you. It's not people coming to your website. The very first thing that they're worried about is this company even local? Right? And you don't want that going through their brains, right? You want them to know that you are there. You've been there for 45 years, whatever it's been, 10, 20 years, right? And here is the team. Me, I'm the owner. I'm on the front page of the website. Let's make sure that people can see who they're going to do business with. And I think that's the most important part of this number two element here, is people want to know who they're doing business with. Okay, before they even call you, before they even bother to spend the time to call you or fill out a form on your website. Okay, so that is a super easy thing to do. Number three, use video. Right? Video has gotten bigger and bigger and bigger over the years, and it's just getting stronger and stronger. Okay. And when I mean stronger, I mean that more and more people, more and more businesses are using video because, again, it makes it authentic. People are talking. I mean, you're on a video right now watching me. Okay. You understand my tone, my inflection. You understand that, my big, hairy, audacious goal is to help you double the size of your company. Okay. So why not do the same thing on your website and tell the people coming to your website, hey, thank you so much for coming to abcroofing.com. I love helping people get their roof's fixed, you know, that's horrible, but use something along those lines. Do a website welcome video. Next thing is to add videos for each of your services. Um, this is important too, because people want to see, you know, how does your crew even look, right? If they're going to be invited to come into, you know, my home, it's not really in the home, but, you know, to work on my property, I want to know that they're professional, that they are not a subcontracted out group, that you're not a chuck in a truck, right? Driving around and finding roofs and then getting crews from the side of the road, right? You want to make sure that your videos illustrate how professional that you really are, right? And again, it personalizes things, okay? And you should have that for every line of your service. And it's something that's so easy to do, honestly. Everyone has this $1,000 machine sitting in their pocket. Turn it sideways, take a video. That's it. That's all you have to do. Okay. All right. Number 3 on this is a video explaining why someone should contact you versus the competition. This could be put in that welcome video on your website, but this is important too, because in business, it's all about differentiation, right? So you want to make sure that instead of writing something that someone might or might not read, most people are going to sit there and watch a video, right? They might watch a video of you, the owner, telling them why they should use your company, ABC company, over, you know, XYZ company. Okay, so next is leverage your social proof, right? What does that mean? Well, that means that you want to show your reviews, those reviews that you're getting every single month. I've done lots of videos on that and lots of webinars on that, on how to get those reviews. But once you get those reviews, make sure that those things are on your front page of your website, because those illustrate how happy that your customers are with you and that you did an excellent job. Okay. And that's what that leveraging of that social proof is. There's lots of plugins out there to do something like that. Bird Eye is one of them. Review Buzz is another. There's lots of those, you know, and just make sure that you're pulling in, and you can even do this manually, right? And it's okay. In Google's terms of service, they literally say that you own that review, right? Once someone leaves a review, so you can take that review and you can put that onto your website. Super, super important thing to do. Oops, went too far. Okay, now number 5, get the basics in order. Put your phone number in the upper right-hand corner. This is so important. Don't make people try to figure out how to get in touch with you. Make it easy on them, okay? Put the number in the upper right-hand corner. And I like to go as far as making sure that it's clickable, so that when you click on it, it actually pulls open their phone, especially if they're on the mobile phone, okay? Make sure that there's a web form that people can fill out, and then add credibility with authority symbols. I love doing this with, you know, the NRCA, GAF, BBB, Angie's List, whatever, right? I'd like to have those on the website. And I call these, you know, authority symbols or trust symbols, right? Now, number 6, this kind of went, you know, before I could stop it, but ensure you have clear calls to actions on each page that speak to your customer avatar and tell them exactly what to do. This is one of the most important things that I have found in marketing in the past 20 years. Donald Miller, the author of Story Brand, and this is the framework that we use on all of our websites. Okay. He says that these call to action buttons, they are buttons that are like, click here for a free estimate, right? Or get a free estimate. Make sure that they stand out, first of all, that they don't blend into your design of your website, okay? But he says that these call to action buttons are like cash registers. So most websites that I go to has literally one call to action on their homepage. That's it. And every other page. And it's typically in the upper right-hand corner, and that's it. If you go to Walmart, do they just have one cash register? No, absolutely not, right? They have 20, 30, 40, depending on the size of the Walmart that you go into, okay? So let's do the same on our websites. Let's put these call to action buttons everywhere. These are our cash registers. They make us money. That's why they're calling, like he calls those cash registers, because they literally make us money. So why wouldn't we have them in every section as people scroll down on the website? Okay. So these are super, super important. You want one in the upper right-hand corner. You want one in the header of your website, and you want one in every single section as you scroll through the website. Super, super important thing. That one thing, that number 6, right? Clear call to actions buttons is literally the game changer for most websites. If you add that, you're going to improve your conversion rates probably at least double. Okay. Which, by the way, would double the size of your company because you're getting in double the amount of leads, right? So, okay. Next one, use special offers and coupons that match the service that they're in need of. This is something that if you've got, and most roofers don't have this, but for gutters and for siding and for windows, you might have a coupon, right? Or a special offer that to come and look at and inspect those things. So make sure that that's prominent on your website. If you would put it somewhere like, let's say Groupon, if you're running a Groupon ad right now, or you're running Facebook ads, why don't you put that onto your website? Make it a special call to action for just for that. All right. Here's another really, really big one, because this $1,000 machine that everybody has sitting in their pocket has become more and more important, and it's going to be more and more important the further along that we go. Okay. It's been what, I don't know, 15 years since the iPhone was invented. This thing has literally changed the way that the internet works. And Google has said that so much that they said if your site isn't mobile friendly, you're not going to rank. Okay. They're not going to let you rank above anyone who actually is mobile friendly. They said that years and years ago. So make sure that your website, go through your website on your phone, right? Pick it up, go through it on your phone, and critically look at things. Can you see all of the things that you can on desktop? Because not everybody's going to come there on desktop. In fact, most of our analytics are showing that, it's dropping further and further and further for desktops and laptops and stuff like that, right? Most of the traffic is coming through mobile. Okay. So it's got to look good on mobile, look good on an iPhone, check it out on Samsung, right? Both of those, make sure that they work on either one of those. Make sure that you can click on those call to action features, right? Or buttons. The next thing, leverage live chat. Live chat is a game changer and has been a game changer for a lot of the sites that we work on. We try to install this on every single one of our sites, and people are getting more and more to where they would rather just text, right, than actually talk to somebody. They would rather text on a chat feature than actually fill out a form, right? That they know that is someone's going to contact them back via email, or they're going to call them. Okay. So live chat is just a simple way to have a one-on-one conversation, right? And there's lots of ways to do this. If you've got a Facebook page, hopefully you do. If you've got a Facebook page, you can just simply take the messenger code and put that into the code of your website. Your web geek, someone like me, can do that if you just send them the code. Okay. But this has been a huge game changer here, right? For this, because people are just not wanting to talk. They don't want to fill out forms. Now, here's been kind of the new thing in the past, 3 or 4 years, is give clients the options to book online. Make sure that they can actually, go find a calendar, find a time that's convenient for them, and schedule someone to come out then. This is a huge element that we are implementing. We're trying to implement on every single one of our clients' websites, and really is, in my opinion, going to be that really next step game changer, right? Again, people don't want to talk to people. They don't want to call. They don't want to, fill out forms. But if they've got a scheduler, they're like, okay, well, maybe I can click on that, and oh, hey, they're open tomorrow at 1 p.m. So am I. Great. This is a great time, and they can book it right then and there on their computer or indoor phone. Okay. So make it easy, make it super easy to get that lead. Now, in the past year, Google has come out and said that site speed matters. I've known this for years. Okay. However, Google came out and said, if your site is slow on mobile specifically, try to say that, if it's slow on mobile specifically, they're not going to rank you. Or someone that is faster than you is going to rank above you, right? They've come out and said that this is a major addition to their algorithm. And when Google tells you that they're going to do something like that, I typically pay attention. I sit up and listen. And that's exactly what they did, So they told us, to speed up those sites. So every single one of our sites were pretty fast to begin with. They released a tool that you can check it out on, right? To see your site speed and see what it looks like on a mobile, and more importantly, in Google's eyes. Okay. I think that's just page speed insights. Ross, can you find that link and throw it into the chat there? But it's super important, right? And here's why. On all of that, on number 11 here, site speed, is that you literally nowadays have 3 seconds. That's what the latest statistics say. You have 3 seconds from when someone comes to your website to when they leave. If your site hasn't loaded in that 3 seconds, they're out of here, man. Right? So make sure it works. Make sure it not only works, but make sure that it's super fast. And we do this by we shopped around for, and shop at least 10 to 20 hosting companies, right? And found a hosting company that is a little bit different. They're not GoDaddy, they're not, HostGator or anything like that. They actually speed up the website every single day, meaning that if, someone like us, we upload, or you upload an image, right? And it slows the website down, they'll take note of that because they're getting those reports every single day. Once they get a report of someone that scored kind of low, right? They go in there and they optimize it, right? They optimize that image to load fast. So, there's all sorts of things that can slow websites down. I'm not going to get into that right now. We could probably do a whole workshop just on that alone right there on speeding up websites. But find a fast hosting company. If you're on shared hosting, most likely it's not fast. Okay. And when I say shared hosting, these are the cheap accounts, like $5 a month or $10 a month type of hosting accounts. You want to find someone kind of like WP Engine is a good hosting company that does relatively fast websites. The web company that we use is Bionic WP, right? If you've got a WordPress site, just go there and have them host your website. They'll take care of all of the stuff for you. This is not an affiliate link whatsoever. All of our marketing bundles, when we take over a website, that's the first thing that we do is we put them onto that hosting platform, because we know that site speed matters. And if we're trying to do search engine optimization, get you ranked on Google, well, it just kind of makes sense. Okay. So, all right, the next one here, let's see if I can get to it, is engage via SMS and phone via marketing automation. So there are tools out there, and if you're not aware of this, there are tools out there that can help with when someone fills out a form on your website or fills out the chat or even calls you, that they can be put into an automated marketing sequence, okay, a drip campaign. And these campaigns have easily doubled roofing companies just simply by installing them. Okay. A good illustration of this is we had a company that he just wasn't answering the phone. And when he did have, and that was mainly because he didn't have time, right? And when he did have time, he would call them back. Well, guess what? When he called them back an hour later, 2 hours later, the next day, that lead was gone. That person had gone to 3 or 4 other roofing companies by the time that he called them back. So we installed a really simple text message that went out to someone when he didn't answer the phone. Okay. A really simple automation that went out. It was a text message, and we call this our text back campaign. Okay. Missed call text back campaign. So when we installed that, he called us literally a week or 2 later. He said, I don't know what you guys did, but I'm getting way more sales now, right? So something as small as that, and when I say way more sales, it was at least double the amount of sales. He had easily doubled the amount of sales that he was getting in to his company just simply by adding that. And what did it say? What did that SMS say? It was simple. It was a, hey, sorry, I'm up on a roof or with a customer right now. When's a good time for me to call back? That was it. One simple text message that went out literally a few seconds after he missed that phone call. And that made a huge difference in his company because they would text back, oh, call back at noon. I'm open at noon, right? Or whatever. And he literally doubled his company simply by adding that one simple tiny thing in. Okay, so as we look at this list, I want you to start thinking, what can I implement off of this list? Is it changing my messaging? That's kind of hard, right? Or is it something as easy as adding testimonials to the website or adding a chat feature to the website or speeding the website up, right? So I want you to think about those things. All right, so the key ideas here, right? Add authentic images of your team, add video to your website, showcase your online reviews, get basics in order, right? And when I say basics, make sure that the phone numbers in the upper right-hand corner, sure there's a web form that people can fill out, add credibility, right? Make it easy for them to contact you. Update the call to actions. This is another huge one right there, right? Make call to action buttons that stand out from your website, that is clear and doesn't say things like click here, right? Click here to get a free estimate is a better call to action. You're telling them exactly what to do, and it's super clear, right? And it's a stronger call to action than click here, okay? Or get started. That's another one that I see. That's a big pet peeve of mine, is get started. Well, that doesn't tell me exactly what to do, right? Tell them exactly what to do. What is the next step? Leverage coupons, add live chat, and offer clients the option to book online. These are kind of the bigger pieces that I think that should be implemented on every single website right now today. So which ones are you going to implement in your business now, right? So I want you to do real quick, pick 3 to implement in the next 30 days. All right. Pick 3 of those. What are you going to do? Are you going to do chat? You're going to do call to action buttons and the phone number maybe in the upper right-hand corner, right? These are kind of basic type things that every website should have. Next steps would be, get your messaging right. Make sure that you're talking to your target audience and the problems that they are having right now. Okay. So I'll take a few seconds here, let you fill this out. And pause, see if there's any kind of questions whatsoever. All right, no questions. All right, everyone's good. It's pretty clear. All right. Okay, so this is all part of for our roofing appointment machine is what this says here. I've gone to where I'm calling it the marketing system for our roofer marketing system. Okay. This is the reputation piece that is the foundation of absolutely everything that we do, right? To us, this includes a website, a high converting website, but it also includes your reputation, your reviews machine, right? How are you getting reviews? Do you have a system in place to get reviews? The next pillar is reach, getting in front of more people today than knew you yesterday. This includes for us, and for all of our roofers, search engine optimization, Google Maps, Google Ads, content machine, social media machine. Notice that what is not on here is the yellow pages, okay? And that's because that stopped working about the time that the iPhone was invented, okay? And it had been suffering before then, really since Google came around, okay? People have been replacing the yellow pages for a long time with that. And this is a great illustration of why I call this an evergreen marketing system. It doesn't work, so we just simply take it out, okay? If we find something that does work, we're gonna put that in there. And by the way, here at roofingsites.com, we are always in research and development mode. We're always on the forefront trying to figure out, okay, what else can we do for our clients to help them get more leads and sales, okay? As we find new things, we're gonna put them in here on the reach pillar. Resell is very simple. You're 8 times more likely to sell to somebody if they've already done business with you? So why aren't you leveraging the things to stay in front of them and keep you top of mind, right? So, well, a newsletter is a very simple thing, by the way, that you can do right now with your database. Send out a monthly newsletter of even just pictures of all of the roofs that you have installed that month. That's a very simple thing to do, right? Just drop those into a newsletter and hit send to your database in something like MailChimp or Constant Contact or HubSpot or wherever that your CRM is. Okay. I think you can even do that through AccuLinks. The next pillar is referral. This is literally the way that most businesses are built, right? Is on referrals, but yet hardly any business that we talk to even has a referral system in place. They ask for it once, maybe at the end of the sale. Well, our system actually asks periodically, hey, who do you know? Did you know that we have a referral system in place here at ABC Roofing? We give you a $200 gift card to Texas Roadhouse for every roof that's installed. Boom. People need to know that it actually exists. So that should be in your newsletter. That should be sent out as a standalone email, text message, even a phone call periodically when you're doing customer service phone calls. Okay. Let people know that you have a referral system in place. Okay. Now we're going to pause here for questions. Any questions whatsoever of everything that we've gone over?
I guess what's the easiest way to go about accomplishing all of this?
Well, the absolute easy way, right, is to hire someone like us, right? Either hire us or someone like us. That's the easy button, literally, to do that. The easy way is to implement what we just talked about on the website. Figure out your next 3 things that you're going to do in the next 30 days. Block it out on your calendar and just take care of it. Just get it done, right? If you've got a webmaster already, literally all you have to do is send them this webinar, right? And say, this is what I want to implement off of this webinar. So if you're watching this later, this is on YouTube. If you're watching it now, I'm going to send out the replay later. I put all of my webinars and workshops onto YouTube because I want to help roofing companies double in size, right? My BHAG, my big, hairy, audacious goal is to help 100 roofing companies double in size by December 31st, 2025. Okay. Hopefully that answered the question there, how to implement that. Any other questions? All right. No questions. Okay. So upcoming workshops, October 21st, put these on your calendar right now. October 21st at 11 a.m. Central Standard Time, Aggieland time, Texas time, whatever you want to call this. We're going to be running a workshop on how to get 10 to 20 re-roofs just with Facebook ads. Okay. Everything that I talk about, by the way, we're adding a little bit here, adding a little bit here, adding a little bit there, right? So in this one, we're going to talk about Facebook ads and how to really use Facebook ads the right way and not the wrong way, the way that we see most roofing companies do it. November 18th is another workshop, is going to be Ultimate Guide to the SEO for Roofers. This is what I love to do, right? I love to dig in and get dirty and nasty with search engine optimization, because that's really my background. And besides building websites, and it's the first thing that I learned as a marketer online was how to rank websites. We've literally ranked thousands of websites, and we built tools for ourselves and for our clients to help rank those sites. So we're going to go over kind of some of the basics, and then we're going to go into really what's working right now for search engine optimization. So be sure to put that on your calendar. December's workshop is going to be the Ultimate Guide to Digital Marketing for Roofers. This is going to be basically everything that's in this book. I don't know if I'll get to everything that's in this book that needs to be updated, right, in the next for 2023, because I wrote this. My gosh, it took me 4 years to write this. And every time that I came back to it, I kept having to rewrite whole sections because Facebook would change, or, even Google themselves would change, and we'd have to, go back and rechange these things. And that's the deal with books and with marketing. It moves so fast. I published this in June of 2022. So things change. So we're going to go over all the changes and really put our crystal ball out there and figure out, what are we looking at in 2023? All right. So what now? Well, if you're tired of wasting money and time with ineffective marketing, and you probably are, if you need a system that helps you make more sales, and if you'd like to free yourself from chasing leads, book a lead flow acceleration session with me. We're going to go over your marketing, where the holes are. We're going to tell you where you're ranked at, what your website needs, what on your website needs to change. I'm personally going to sit down with you and we're going to go through all of your marketing. All you have to do is go to roofingsites.com/schedule. I know that Ross just added this into the chat. If you are watching this on YouTube later, it's going to be down in the description. So make sure you go down there. Okay, so you stayed till the end of this this workshop. Yay for you. All right. Thank you so much for coming. And I'm going to give you a free gift. If you're a roofing company owner, just go to go.roofingsites.com to claim your free book. I'm going to send you this book right here to you, right? 336 pages of my past 20 years of digital marketing knowledge right here. This is the blueprint for roofers to get your digital marketing right and to help you double the size of your company. So just go to go.roofingsites.com, fill out the form that has, lets me know basically where am I going to send it. And we'll put it in the mail that week, and you should get it in about a week after that. All right. So nice and free. I'm doing this because, again, my big, hairy, audacious goal is to double the size of 100 roofing companies before December 31st, 2025. One of the easiest and best ways that I know of to do that is to get this into your hands. Go there, sign up, fill out the form, and I'm going to send it to you within a week. Okay. All right. Thanks for staying to the end. And this is it. That's it. I might stay on for a few more minutes to see if anyone has any questions, but have a great day. Have a great weekend. And this is the end of Q3. So get ready for Q4. If you're in the South, you're going to continue on. If you are up north, you might be slowing down. So this is a great time to start thinking about next year and your marketing and really what you're going to do. Again, go to schedule an appointment with me, go to roofingsites.com, and in the upper right-hand corner is a big call to action button that says schedule a strategy session, right? Click that, fill out the form, put it on the schedule, and you and I will meet and go over all that stuff and really get you a great plan for 2023, all right? Thank you so much for staying and viewing if you're watching this on YouTube later. And thanks for staying till the end. Bye.